The Soil Association is a campaigning charity that delivers practical farming solutions to protect wildlife, animal welfare and the environment. We spoke with Kate Still, Head of Farming, about how and why they guide all types of farmers towards more nature-friendly methods.
Kate Still, Head of Farming at the Soil Association. Thank you so much for joining us today. So Kate, what is the importance of soil for both the environment and for businesses?
The importance of soil for the environment is multiple in terms of what it delivers. So from a biodiversity point of view, obviously the soil itself is a habitat in its own right with all sorts of different living organisms, which obviously then supports huge amounts of wildlife and biodiversity. It's vital in terms of the whole of the natural cycle. Key other really important areas is flood defence and also its importance of periods of drought. So having a healthy soil is vital from that point of view. But from a business point of view, having a healthy soil enables you to have a whole healthy farming system. And our organic farmers have been doing that for the last 75 years in terms of where the Soil Association has been around, in terms of really thinking about looking after your soil to feed your crops, to feed your plants, and that enables you to then have healthy plants, healthy soil, means healthy animals, and then you're not needing to use all of the different chemicals and artificial fertilizers in order to really grow those crops.
What are the key lessons that you've kind of taken away in terms of best practices, in terms of things like animal welfare, and of course nature-friendly ways of farming?
We really found out that farmers leading research into new practices is the way to accelerate change, and it's the way to really solve the problems that they're seeing. A key area that has been really interesting in terms of this combination of nature and animal welfare is getting more trees on farm, this term agroforestry, really trying to focus on farmers just integrating, getting more trees within their farming systems. Livestock obviously come from natural animals that would live in natural systems and really value having huge amounts of tree cover. Dairy cows, they stop producing milk when they get overheated, so ensuring that they've got shade out in their paddocks, in the summertime. And so having the protection of trees is really important to them.
What is the difference between regenerative farming and organic farming?
The movement at the moment in terms of regenerative farming is really exciting, and there's lots of energy there and lots of focus within the wider food supply chain in terms of focusing on regenerative. And in some ways, the principles are very similar. There's a lot of focus on soil. Regenerative farming is very focused on improving your soils and making sure that you're focusing on trying to reduce your inputs and having benefits for biodiversity. But there's a huge range in terms of regenerative farming. You could be doing quite a small amount, or you could be doing all sorts of different innovative practices and still call yourself a regenerative farmer. However, an organic farmer who is entirely regenerative are all meeting a set of minimum standards where they can guarantee that we know if you buy an organic product with a logo on pack that they're meeting all of these regenerative standards.
Kate, we know farmers face so many challenges at the moment. What for you are the main challenges in terms of moving to more eco-friendly practices?
And I think one of the key things is really this pressure of mindset of having to do things differently. So within our organic farming systems, we really focus on this whole farm system so that you have different stages within your farming cycle, and you're really thinking about that rotation of different crops and also diversity. Diversity is key both in the plants that you grow and ideally, if you can, the enterprises on your farm to reduce risk. Being very focused and specialised does have added risks, and getting a more kind of whole farm system approach that we have in our organic systems is actually more resilient and can deliver all of these outcomes that they're having to do.
Kate Still, thank you so much.
Thank you.